Hello, I'm Stan. I'm an online coach and personal trainer, and today I'm going to teach you how to figure out your macros without being really boring. Well, it might be a little bit boring, but it's going to be educational. So first off, we need to figure out your baseline calories. So to do this, I'm going to teach you how to do it with just a calculation. We're going to take your weight in pounds. So let's say, like me, you weigh 200 pounds. So 200, and I'm really sorry for my writing, I'm like a child, times 13 to 15 to find your base, okay? So times 13 to 15, okay? And this is obviously, this number is going to depend on your daily movement. So if it's 13, that's going to be 2,600. And then I believe, if my math's right, that's going to be 3,000, okay? So that's your base calories. That means the amount that you eat to actually maintain your weight. So now we need to find out, do we want to lose weight or do we want to try and gain a little bit of weight? Let's do the fat loss first, which is what most people's goal is, okay? So we're going to take this number, and I'm also going to show you how to do this in MyFitnessPal in a bit. But we're going to take this number, and rather than doing 13 to 15, we're going to do between 200 times 10 to 12. That would be 2,000, and this, 2,400. That is essentially the easiest way to figure out how many calories you should be eating for fat loss. Now, what I would say for this is start here. If this doesn't work, then you can go down to maybe times 11, and that'd be 2,200. And then once you plateau there, you go to 2,000. If you start too low, the only way down is low. So that's the main thing. Right, now, to find out if we want to gain weight, so maybe you're on a bulk, maybe you want to build a little bit of muscle, it'll be 200 times 16 to 18. Now that is a lot of calories, okay? So rather than it being, 3,000, we're going between 3,200 and I believe, what's that going to be? 3,800. Is that right?
3,600.
3,000. Thank you, Elsa. 3,600. So we've got 3,200 or 3,600 calories. Now the ultimate thing is these are just guesses, okay? So this is your maintenance, this is your B. What the hell is that B? R, basal metabolic rate. This is for a deficit, and this is for muscle gain, okay? / bulk, which I don't really recommend too much. If you're going to do a bulk, I would say go for the 3,200. You can still gain muscle at a maintenance or slightly higher. You don't have to make it this high. So we've got the basic numbers. Now, to make it a lot easier than this, you could just Google it. You can put a BMR in, find it all out and do it all like that. But if you want to know roughly, just dead easy, how many calories should I be eating a day? There you go. Next, we just want to figure out what macros that you want to eat. So we're going to take the deficit because that's what most people want. Let me just wipe this off. I thought it'd wipe a lot quicker than this. Now we're going to find a deficit. So we've got our number. Let's say we've gone for 2,000 calories for just because it's a round number and I'm really bad at maths. So let's say we're at 2,000 calories. Okay. We need to obviously find our macros. If you're in a fat loss phase, I would suggest you go for 40% from your protein, P, 30% from your carbs, 30% from your fats. Honestly, these two actually don't really matter that much. It's these two numbers that are the most important for fat loss. If you prefer low fat, which I probably wouldn't go any lower than 50 grams of fat for just hormones and just your basic body function, you can make this a little bit lower and go a little bit higher with your carbs. But honestly, this is the best way to do it. I prefer this at 40% because it's going to increase your metabolism. That's what protein does. For every 100 calories that you eat of protein, you actually burn 20 to 30% just by digesting. This is what I would say is the most important here. I'm really bad at maths, so I'm not going to do this. I'm going to show you how you're going to fit this in on your MyFitnessPal, okay, and what this would look like at around 2,000 calories. So we're going to go into MyFitnessPal. Right, we're going to go on goals. We are now going to go on calories, carbs, protein, and fat goals. You're going to put 2,000 calories in. You make sure you press the tick, otherwise it won't save. So now we're going to go to your protein. You're going to make it 40%. As you can see, 200 grams of protein. We're now going to make it 30% and 30%. As I said before, maybe you want a little bit more carbs. Maybe you like your rice. Maybe you like your potatoes more than your peanut butter. We can up this to your 35%. Drop this to 25%. You're still over 50 grams of fat. That is a pretty good ratio. You press tick. That is how simple it is to enter. Okay, so there's no confusion. Find your calories, 40, 30, 30, and then enter it to MyFitnessPal. Now you have a rough estimate of how many calories you want to eat, okay? If you're a girl, my sister's a girl, obviously. She's behind the camera. Say hi, Elsa. Turn it around.
Hi, everyone.
Right, nice. Right, what do you weigh, Elsa? 9 stone 10. So 9 times 14 equals 126. Plus 10 equals 136. We would do, and do you eat 1,200 calories a day? Because most women think that they need to eat 1,200 calories a day. Right, that's very good, good answer. So she's 136. 136. Figure out what your basal metabolic rate is, don't we? So we're going to do 136 times by 13, okay? Times 13, 1,768 calories. Is that roughly around what you eat?
I eat about 1,700.
If we want to be in a calorie deficit, you roughly want to be about 300 calories under. Okay, so if we were to do 1,768 minus 300 equals 1,468. Okay, so if we did 136 times by 12, 1,600. So 136 times by 11 is about 1,496. So that's where we get the between 10 and 11. I wouldn't suggest Elsa go straight down to 10, 1,360 calories, yeah, that's right, 1,360 calories. And that's probably a bit too low to start off a fat loss phase. You want to start a little bit higher and then continue to drop it. But that would be around times 11 calories. Obviously, these are all estimates, but that's roughly how easy it is to figure out your calories. So hopefully I've made that a little bit less boring than trying to figure out yourself. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Oh, make sure you subscribe. Thank you, Elsa.